Now, here are two girls I've wanted to have on the show for a long time, not only because they're so pretty and so talented, but because they're twins. That means there are two of them, and that means they're a double. And there's nothing I like more than a double. Especially when it's Alice and Ellen Kessler. Oh, yeah!
Wouldn't you like to have fun, fun, fun?
Few performers embodied post-war European glamour like Alice and Ellen Kessler, the identical twin sisters who danced, sang, and charmed their way into the hearts of millions. Known across Europe as the Kessler Twins, they became symbols of elegance and independence, dazzling audiences from the cabarets of Paris to the bright lights of Italian television. With their perfect synchronization and radiant smiles, they defined an era of optimism and artistry in the 1950s and 60s. But even as their fame faded into nostalgia, the sisters' bond only deepened. In November 2025, their lifelong devotion culminated in a shocking and deeply moving final act. They died together at their home in Grünwald through a joint-assisted death, fulfilling a vow they had made years earlier, quote, to leave together. Early life and escape from East Germany.
Here from Germany are two stunners who have become international stars, Alice and Ellen Kessler. So let's have a fine welcome for them, will you?
Alice and Ellen Kessler were born August 20th, 1936 in Nürnberg, Saxony, Germany, at a time when Europe was on the brink of war. Their childhood unfolded amid the rise and fall of Nazi Germany and the subsequent division of their homeland. Despite these hardships, their mother Elsa recognized her daughter's extraordinary grace and encouraged their passion for dance. At just 6 years old, they began ballet lessons, and by age 11, they had joined the Leipzig Opera's child ballet troupe, performing for audiences even as the country around them lay in ruins. The arts provided both an escape and a discipline that would define their lives. When they were 16, their parents made a daring decision that would change the course of their future. Using a visitor's visa, the Kessler family escaped from East Germany in 1952, crossing into the West and settling in Dusseldorf. It was a dangerous move during the height of post-war division, and one that required both courage and secrecy. For the twins, it was also a rebirth, a chance to dance freely, unbound by state control. In Dusseldorf, the sisters began performing at the Palladium Theater, where their perfect synchronization and radiant charm quickly made them stand out. Their early life reflected both the trauma of a divided nation and the determination to rise above it. The escape from East Germany became a defining metaphor for their careers, fleeing oppression towards freedom, both artistically and personally. Within a few years, their remarkable unity, combined with their talent for both dance and song, catapulted them into international stardom.
Thanks to NOLA Mattress for sponsoring this video. NOLA is an award-winning mattress brand known for its cooling technology, exceptional pressure relief, and long-lasting durability. I'm typically a side sleeper and tend to overheat throughout the night, so I chose the best-selling NOLA Evolution mattress. It specifically supports spine alignment for side sleepers and has built-in cooling technology, so it seemed like the perfect fit for me. My mattress arrived rolled up in a box, which was super easy to set up. I just slid it out of the box, and within minutes, it was ready to go. I've now had this mattress for a little over 1 month, and it's completely transformed my sleep quality. I wake up feeling relaxed and rejuvenated, and I no longer wake up in the middle of the night from getting too hot. The comfort and cooling features of the Glaciotex cooling top has been a game changer, and I don't think I could ever go back to another mattress. Plus, buying online and getting it shipped straight to my door was way easier than going to the store. NOLA is unique because everything is made fresh to order in their Arizona factory. There's no fiberglass, no harmful chemicals, and zero off-gassing. Just clean, safe sleep. Plus, every mattress ships free and comes with a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty. They even offer financing if you need it. I love my NOLA mattress, and I think you would love one too. If you're looking for a new bed, head to nolamattress.com/faxverse and use the code FAXVERSE to get an extra $50 off your NOLA mattress. This is an additional discount on top of whatever is already being offered on the site, so go check it out while you can. And after you check out, you can help out our channel by telling them that I sent you in their post-purchase survey. Thanks again to NOLA Mattress for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to go to nolamattress.com/faxverse and use the code FAXVERSE for $50 off your NOLA mattress.
The Paris years and road to fame.
Well, we didn't even want to do it because it was the debut of our singing, but our record company in Germany thought we had to go because we were already known in France for the Lido in Paris. And so they thought, if we go and sing a song, we may make it. But we didn't make it because we didn't think the song was too good, and we don't think that we were too good.
By the mid-50s, Alice and Ellen had become regular performers at the Lido in Paris, one of Europe's most glamorous cabarets. From 1955 to 60, they performed in the iconic revue, combining precision ballet movements with the allure of showgirls. It was at the Lido that they met American singer Elvis Presley in June 1959 while he was on leave from the Army. The meeting became legendary, and the twins often recalled the moment with delight, remembering Elvis's kindness and fascination with their act. That same year, they represented West Germany in the Eurovision Song Contest with a song that translated to "Tonight We Want to Go Dancing." Their cheerful and elegant performance placed them 8th, but it introduced the Kessler Twins to millions of viewers across Europe. This exposure helped expand their reach beyond the cabaret circuit, and soon they were appearing on film and television. Their image, tall, blonde, and perfectly poised, was that of the new modern European woman, cosmopolitan, confident, and refined. During their Paris years, the twins also formed a friendship with choreographer Don Lurio, an American expatriate living in Italy. It was Lurio who would ultimately change their careers by inviting them to perform in Italy, where television was rapidly becoming the dominant form of entertainment. In 1961, the sisters accepted his invitation and moved to Rome, setting the stage for their next great transformation: Italian stardom and cultural revolution. The Kessler Twins arrived in Italy as the country was undergoing post-war economic miracle. Their appearance on RAI's popular variety shows Giardino d'Inverno and later Studio Uno introduced them to a nation hungry for glamour and sophistication. They quickly became household names, and their theme song, Dada un pa, became an anthem of the Italian 1960s. Known affectionately as Les Gemelles Kessler, they were called the legs of the nation by the Italian press, a nickname that captured both their beauty and impact. But the success in Italy did not come without controversy. During an era dominated by conservative values and strict broadcasting codes, their short skirts and bare legs drew criticism from traditionalists. RAI's censors famously required them to wear thick black stockings during performances. But rather than diminish their appeal, the controversy only made them more famous. Quote, "We were scantily clad on TV," they told Italy's Corriere della Sera in an interview, "but we think we were always elegant, never vulgar." There were criticisms, but that was a plus for us. Their artistry balanced sensuality with sophistication. They were symbols of freedom in a society still emerging from rigid gender roles, admired by both men and women for their independence and professionalism. In their own words, quote, "We had a clear idea right from the start. Ever since we were girls, we had to be independent. We didn't want to depend on a man in any way." By the late 60s, they were international stars, performing with legends like Frank Sinatra and Fred Astaire. They appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show and The Danny Kaye Show, bringing their European elegance to American audiences. For a time, they lived in Rome's Trastevere neighborhood, where they became cultural fixtures, bridging Italian and German entertainment. Return to Germany and lifelong devotion. After decades abroad, the Kessler Twins returned to Germany in 1986, settling in the quiet Bavarian suburb of Grünwald near Munich. Though they occasionally appeared on television, their focus shifted to maintaining a peaceful life together after years of constant performance. In their later years, Alice and Ellen lived quietly but remained inseparable. They continued to attend events, support charities, and give interviews reflecting on their lives. Their bond was so deep, they referred to each other not just as sisters, but as two halves of one whole. Quote, "The idea that one of the two will go first is very difficult to bear," they told Corriere della Sera. "It was not merely sentimentality, it was a reflection of a lifetime spent side by side." Ellen's 2-decade romance with Italian actor Umberto Orsini and Alice's relationship with Marcel Amont and Enrico Maria Salerno were meaningful but secondary to the partnership they shared. They had made a pact never to marry, a decision they believed protected their independence. Their loyalty to one another was unmatched, and it continued even as health issues began to surface. In their final interviews, they often discussed the inevitability of aging, but did so with characteristic candor and grace. They made clear they did not wish to endure prolonged illness or dependency. The final decision and peaceful end.
Old Hollywood is mourning the loss of the Kessler Twins. The variety entertainment duo composed of identical twin sisters, Alice and Ellen Kessler, died by joint-assisted suicide at their home in Germany, both aged 89.
On November 17, 2025, Alice and Ellen Kessler fulfilled their final wish to die together peacefully in their home in Grünwald. It was reported by the DGHS that the twins' decision was well thought out and made over a long period. The procedure adhered to German constitutional principles, which recognize a person's right to a self-determined death. In Germany, active euthanasia is banned, but assisted suicide, where individuals administer the life-ending medication themselves, is allowed. The sisters carried out the procedure in the presence of a doctor and lawyer, who then notified the authorities. Their passing was peaceful and deliberate, reflecting mutual consent. The sisters openly discussed their plan a year earlier, stating, quote, "Our wish is to leave together on the same day." They also intended for their ashes to be placed in one urn, buried alongside their mother and their beloved dog Yellow. Their decision rekindled public debate over assisted dying in Germany, with supporters praising their courage while others questioned the ethics. Those who knew the sisters understood their choice as a continuation of their control over their lives. Friends noted Ellen had suffered a stroke in October and both women faced health issues. But their choice was not rooted in despair, but in a desire to preserve the harmony that had defined their lives together. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think of the Kessler Twins' decision to leave the world together? Let us know in the comment section below.